Hey friends, Chris Holdren here, and we are back with another tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to whiten teeth on like 99% of photos and lickety split. So let's get to it. I have this image that I've opened up here. I'm going to go ahead and whiten his teeth. There's a couple ways you could approach this, and people do it differently. Some people take a brush and kind of paint white over the teeth and then adjust the blending modes. Other people build out a couple layers using blend if. But honestly, for like 99.9% of all the photos I've ever come across, the way that I'm going to show you gets the job done, and it does it well. So right here, I'm just going ahead and going to zoom in. His teeth are a little bit yellow, and I want to go ahead and whiten those guys up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my layers panel, and I've already opened this image. This is our image right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the adjustments layer button, click it, create a hue saturation layer adjustment right above it. Okay. And if you're new to Photoshop, hue saturation is exactly that. You control the hue and saturation of colors on the image. And since most people's teeth are yellow, we want to go ahead and adjust the hue, saturation, etc. on the yellow color, right? So we have this hue saturation layer. So we're going to come up here, drop down to yellows, right? And then for the saturation right here, I'm going to go bam, I'm going to pop the slider all the way to the left. And you can already see his teeth are, the yellow's pretty much gone. And then what I like to do is I just go ahead and like to bump up the lightness a little bit. You can go all the way actually if you want. In fact, let's just go all the way because then we can adjust it with opacity later. So now his teeth is white, but we have the saturation layer affecting the whole image. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is going to come over here to the mask, like so. I'm going to invert the mask, Control or Command I, because black conceals, white reveals. So if it's black, we can't see the effect. If it's white, we'll be able to see the effect. So I'm going to come over here, grab a brush, make sure my brush is white, and then I'm going to zoom in on his teeth. I'm going to grab a brush here, and then I'm going to start painting like a madman, like so. Just paint over his teeth like that, and you see how it's just bam, cleaning out that yellow grunge, but it still has, just because it's a hue saturation layer, it still has the textures and the shadows and stuff. And honestly, unless this is a fashion photographer or a fashion photo, and you're working with high-end photographers and this is going to be a billboard or something, honestly, this method will get you done for 99% of the time. So that's it. I just painted his teeth. We have the saturation layer over here, and I'm going to zoom back out and check that out. Look at his teeth. Yellow, white, yellow, white. And if you want to adjust the brightness, you can come back over here, click the hue saturation layer, go to the masters selection, and you can adjust the brightness that way. If you go too crazy though, it looks a little bit fake. So I don't know, maybe go to like 22, and then usually I come down here to opacity and I just kind of drop it down to where you feel makes sense with your photo, so that it looks like, okay, nice white teeth, still definition, still see highlights and shadows, but it doesn't look too fake. I think maybe I'm going to go down to 75. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to zoom out, and look at that. Nice pearly white teeth. Super simple, super easy. We didn't have to build out a million layers. We didn't have to do blend if. We didn't have to do advanced selections. I love this method, and honestly, this method works on 99% of every photo you'll work on. Easy peasy, save yourself some time in your workflow. So hey, that's all I've got today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and subscribe, click the bell to get notifications, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.